doing my thing. Look so good, make the whole world sing. I'm just doing my thing, doing my thing. Keep your eyes on this.
We're here at some of the outstanding display cases that have been put in for the 2025 HardRock Summit show. And Will Jessup is on deck, and so we're going to catch up with Will and take a look at his outstanding case. So come along. Will, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, man?
Fantastic to see you. Will, geez, man, look at what this is. You know, incredible case, and this is a case of your collection.
Yep.
First time you've ever put your collection on display.
That's right.
And relatively speaking, you're a pretty new collector here.
Yeah. You know, I chose shiny things, colorful things from all around the world, and at all price points. You know, for example, this is $1,000, and you know, some things are more, but oh gosh, some I went to China for. Like this, I picked up in China. That was pretty.
That was
special.
at the Nanjing show.
No, this was in Donghai.
Oh, okay, right. You went there after Nanjing.
Yep. This was from St. Marie. This was in Donghai, and you know, all over the place. So there's a wide variety. I also put a cornetite right in the front because no one knows what the hell cornetites are, and it's really cool. Yeah. So.
Well, tell the audience how long you've been collecting and how you got into it.
Yeah, I've been collecting since Tucson 2024, so it's been about a year and a half. I had a small rock collection when I was a kid, which I displayed at the library in town and when I was 12.
Well, tell them where.
Yeah, at the Escondido Library when I was 12, and it got stolen. And so that sort of ended my collecting journey real fast. Then 30 years later, I was moving my mother across the country from California to Florida, and she sends me a photo of my childhood rock collection saying, "What do you want to do with it?" And I was like, oh my gosh, you know, what was left, right? Because some got stolen, some was left. And I was like, I can actually buy a cool rock now. So I thought I'd buy one cool rock and put it on a bookshelf, and this happened.
And it turned into this.
Yeah. And that's the journey. And yeah, I think they're phenomenal. I mean, it's a great hobby, so very, very fun.
Now, I'm not going to ask you what's your favorite piece, because as we all know, it's like saying, which is your favorite child?
Yeah.
But give us an inside story behind one of these pieces that kind of would allow us to see the piece from a different perspective.
Gosh. Where do we start? That's the question. Where do we start? So you know,
not easy.
I think they all have stories. You know, let's tell a couple stories, okay?
Okay.
So the Congo tourmaline, I made a video about this, and Will Johnson had it. I think it's a flawless piece. It's awesome. There was a price for it, and he said, you know, we pay a little bit more than the price, and we'll do a coin flip. You know, you'll pay a little bit more than the price, or you get it for free. And so I thought that was a cool deal because the dollar average was way less than the price, and so that was fun. And so we flipped a coin, we video recorded it. I won the rock, and Will won the money. So I won either way.
Yeah, either way you win. I love that.
You know, this vanadinite. So this is a very particular sort of combination. It's a vanadinite with motramitite. So when you look at it, people would say it's hematite, but then when you zoom in, you can see that it's actually motramitite. So it's very, very special.
Superb.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, and tell everybody real briefly what EarthWonders is. It's a project that you started, and why did you start it? What was the inspiration behind it, and ultimately, what is it going to do?
Yeah, so EarthWonders is a collector's resource, and when I came into mineral collecting, I found it was very difficult to get information just from my desktop, from Googling. So for example, you Google aquamarine for sale. You're going to get sort of not the mineral crystal results that you want, and then if you do end up showing up at a show, and you see a crystal, what I experienced was, you know, why is this one 20,000 and this one is 2,000? So, you know, if it was a TV or a car, you would search, right? Like, what's the best car to buy for 20,000? There's nothing like that for minerals. The information is very scarce, hard to find. It's in the conversations with folks, and dealers would tell me, well, don't buy any rocks. You need to learn for 3 years.
Right.
And I thought, well, if I want to buy a watch or if I want to buy anything else, there's resources for that. So I saw a real challenge to accessibility to this hobby. I really love this hobby, but it's inaccessible to new people unless they're willing to go through so much effort. I put in a lot of effort, but not everyone has that ability to do so. And so I created the website earthwonders.com that has sort of a database of minerals. It has collectors, galleries that you can see. It has educational content. It has historical price guides so that when you look at an aquamarine, you can see what's sold in the last year across about a dozen different dealers, so all their inventories. And it's a very young project, and I just hope that it's something that is a real resource for other people. Like, I really just want to help provide that information, that standardization to solve some of the challenges of this hobby.
Fantastic. Well, all of us on the inside look at that with hope and wonder, and I am confident that it's going to give us a new tool, a new resource for all of us to help new collectors come in. So thank you for what you're doing, and carry on.
And if you have any feedback for the site, please let me know.
Right on.
Okay.
Will, thanks, brother.
So big.